I'm going to read a few poems that I like, and this one is by Waldo Emerson. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. He is rich who owns the day, and no one owns the day who allows it to be invaded with fret and anxiety. Finish every day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and some absurdities, no doubt, crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. Begin it well and serenely, with too high a spirit to be cumbered with your old nonsense. This new day is too dear, with its hopes and invitations, to waste a moment on the yesterdays. This is just a little quote, and it's by Alfred Tennyson that I kind of liked. Once in a golden hour, I cast to earth a seed, and up there grew a flower that others called a weed. So you never know what you're going to find in my little reporte of poetry here that I'm quoting and reciting. And this little excerpt is from one of the Little House on the Prairie books by Laura Ingalls. And it's just something, a little sentence she wrote in one of her books that I just thought was so cute. After Laura and Mary had washed and wiped the dishes, swept the floor, made their bed, and dusted, they settled down with their books. But the house was so cozy and pretty that Laura just kept looking up at it. This is a little poem by George Cooper that I thought was really cute. Come, little leaves, said the wind one day. Come down to the meadow, and we shall play. Put on your dresses of red and gold, for summer is past, and the days grow cold. Dancing and leaping the leaves went along, until winter called them to end their sweet song. Soon fast asleep in their earthy beds, the snow laid a coverlet over their heads. This next poem is by Robert Browning Hamilton. I walked a mile with pleasure, she chatted all the way, but left me none the wiser for all she had to say. I walked a mile with sorrow, and ne'er a word said she, but oh, the things I learned from her when sorrow walked with me. This poem is called Gathering, and it's by Nina Bagley. We are gatherers, the ones who pick up sticks and stones and old wasp nests fallen by the door of the barn. Walnuts with holes that look like eyes of owls. Bits of shells, not whole but lovely in their brokenness. We are the ones who bring home empty eggs of birds and place them on a small glass shelf to keep for what? How long? It matters not. What matters is the gathering, the pockets filled with remnants of a day evaporated, the traces of certain memory, a lingering smell, a smile that came with the shell. I like this poem. It's called A Cup of Tea, and it's by Anonymous. When the world is all at odds, and the mind is all at sea, then cease the endless tedium and brew a cup of tea. There is magic in its fragrance, there is solace in its taste, and then laden moments vanish somehow into space, and the world becomes a lovely thing. There's beauty, as you'll see, all because you briefly stopped to brew a cup of tea. This poem is called A Bird's Lesson, and it's by author unknown. A little bird with feathers brown sat singing in a tree. The song was very soft and low, but sweet as it could be, and all the people passing by looked up to see the bird, whose singing was the sweetest that they had ever heard. But all the bright eyes looked in vain, as Birdie was so small, and with a modest dark brown coat, he made no show at all. Dear Papa, little Gracie said, where can this birdie be? If I could only sing like that, I'd sit where folks could see. I hope my little girl will learn a lesson from that bird and try to do what good she can, not to be seen or heard. This birdie is content to sit, unnoticed by the way, and sweetly sing his Maker's praise from dawn to close of day. So live, my child, to do some good. Let life be short or long. Though people may forget your looks, they'll not forget your song.